when we went over to go take a picture, I don't know, like we looked out and saw the mountains, and it's hard not to see God in all of it because, I mean, it's just unreal. And I definitely take advantage of that, but being out here and seeing it with all these guys, and playing baseball in it too, is definitely something else.
It's definitely a whole lot different because all I've ever been around and played for is like, it's always been super strict and this, like, this is super laid back, and it was more about enjoying the game and having fun. And during the games here, we could just openly have a conversation about Jesus.
I loved it. Yeah. I got to play with Junior.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, you know, good experience.
I had way more fun here than the U.S. So, yeah.
That's good.
But yeah, these trips are just so much fun because, I mean, one, I'm playing a sport I don't get to play. Lacrosse can be stressful sometimes because, you know, I'm expected to perform at like a high level, but here I can just play, you know, play ball and worship the Lord at the same time, and that's just what brings me so much joy on these trips.
Yeah, I mean, this is the third year that I've come out here, and sharing testimony is always so powerful. I got to share my testimony this week.
So on Monday, Adam asked who would want to share their testimony, and I, ill knowledge of me, said, I have a boring testimony. And so that night we talked about any testimony is very important, that the testimony is not like just the trials you face through your Christian journey, is your relationship with God. And the most important thing about that is that your testimony is you going to heaven. It definitely strengthened my faith. It helped me have more confidence in sharing my testimony and sharing my faith, and especially doing it to have Americans and half Nicaraguans really strengthened me.
Oh, that's excellent.
That missed the bucket.
Just try to like branch out, not just be with just my like Alabama friends, but branch out to people from Tennessee and North Carolina. That was probably the best decision I made to have fun, because then I got to know everybody, and they're all a bunch of great dudes.
Overall, just a judge-free zone. No one's going to judge you for anything. No one's going to judge you, so you're open to be yourself. And I think that's what made it so much fun, and the new experiences, because a lot of us, this was our first time, so we got to share a new experience together, and it's something we can connect.
I like that. I'm cold. You know how to terrain.
More of some of my best friends in the world are down here, especially Norvin. I talked about it last night in church service, but I would die for Norvin. I love that guy. He's one of my best friends in the world, and I don't even know what he's saying to me.
Parangaricutirimícuaro.
Despacito.
Despacito. Descorazonaré.
De corazonaré.
Eso. 10 de 10.
But I love that guy, and I think it just shows what Jesus can do with people, even if they don't know the same language.
But just like the thing that stuck out to me the most this week was just like the fellowship of like Christian dudes is like no other, and it just it's what keeps me coming back here for sure. Like I need this week in my life, in the year especially, and especially combined with these Nicaraguan guys. Even when I don't know what they're talking about, it's still insane how much we like have in common, how we're just not so different.
The small group that we had was 6 men, and what we would do is we would read the passage, and then we would just open up discussion about it, and I feel like that really helped me to engage more, because whenever I read the Bible, I don't necessarily always understand it 100%. Actually making myself open up the Word and read the Word, I found that I actually enjoy it. I really grew a love to actually open up the Bible and read what the words are saying, what they are saying to me.
So as I got here, I was like, I really just want to be able to like combat the temptations that are being thrown into my life, because I feel like even when I try to just turn away from them, they just get right back in my face. And I just really want to gain knowledge to where, just like what Jesus did in the desert, just like fight temptation with the Word of God. I just want to be a sponge for soaking in anything I can hear and anything I can read.
Once I learned that, other people are going through the same things that I'm going through, and it's not just me, our group kind of made it really comfortable for me to open up what I was going through and, obviously get advice from people who were also going through the same things. And it was really helpful, to be honest. I've never done that before, so.
And like a lot of times in our D group, we would just talk through questions, and like all of us kind of on the same page, like these older guys giving us wisdom just about questions, us just figuring out stuff together is insanely impactful to me. Like, I learned so much things that I just normally wouldn't be able to like listen to or understand, especially in Romans.
This has been a very different trip for I think a lot of guys in the group, just because there are a lot of people coming from different places that didn't really know each other. But I felt like our small groups were really beneficial, especially later in the week when we got to know each other better. That was productive for me to know that like my testimony does matter, and the experiences I've had, whether they're good or bad, can help someone else. But I also learned a lot from the younger guys.
That was the first time I ever actually sang during worship, and to be honest, it felt like, as soon as I did, it felt like something that was normal for me, because the fact that everyone around me was doing the same thing, and like I said, no one was judging. It was really powerful. I mean, Adam's a pretty good singer, obviously, but even the lyrics themselves, like if I was just read those in a book, it's pretty life-changing, and I don't know, that's usually when people feel the tug during worship, and I definitely felt some kind of tug during them. But no, it was really good.
So worship for me is my favorite part of every trip I've been on. When the Nicaraguans join us, and even though they don't know the songs, like they're still singing to God, and I think that's one of the best things about it is just seeing guys that don't know our language worshiping the same God that we have, and it's just really cool to see that. Even though there weren't guys that necessarily got baptized on the trip, and I think it was a really good opportunity for a lot of the young guys to start planting seeds with guys on the mountain. I think a lot of the time we can kind of go through the motions, and Jesus is kind of like, do that and watch me work. Because I felt like there were a lot of times like this week wondering we're kind of going through the motions a little bit, just enjoying our time down here, and then it's like, bam, like, yeah, I'm here. That's what Jesus is saying every time.
I asked Brandon Jaggers to link me in with the Full Count Fall League so I could help out in any way possible, to keep me, when I get home, to keep me integrated with these sorts of men, to further my journey, instead of getting home and just being like, oh, I'm gonna do this by myself. No, I want to keep myself accountable, and I want to lean on men that I know that will keep me accountable. So I wanted to go ahead and give that to him so he could help me stay accountable.
The very last night we're in the mission house, like, that church service is probably one of my favorites I've ever had in the 10 years I've been coming. And I thought that was really good for me to see, especially to know that, like, whatever I think is going on doesn't matter, because ultimately, like, Jesus is in control and he can do anything and whatever he wants, because it doesn't matter what I want or want to see. So